Hey YouTube, what's happening? Just thought I'd give you guys an update video. Quick one here if I can make it quick. I left South Dakota and made it to Montana to meet up and pick up my mom. And then the plan was to bring her back to her home in Colorado and visit with my parents and then head down to Arizona. So I was able to make it to Montana, pick up my mom. And then we're on our drive between Montana and Colorado. About 9 hours into that drive, we experienced transmission failure on my van. So I guess that's one of those risks you take when you buy a used as-is van. And I knew what the risks were. This time I lost that gamble. I've had a lot of vehicles in my life. Been pretty lucky so far, so I'm trying not to be too bitter about this one. But a couple of other lucky things about the transmission failure was it happened about 30 miles south of Rock Springs, Wyoming. We were able to limp it back that 30 miles and get to a shop. Actually just went to the dealer because my options were minimal and I was not familiar with the area. I didn't want to have transmission work at some shop and then be another 500 to 1,000 miles away from there and have problems again and only have that one shop as an option. So I spent the big bucks and I got a brand new Ford transmission on my 2010 Transit Connect. But the beauty of that is it has a 3-year unlimited mileage warranty that goes with the transmission for the next 3 years, and it's good at any Ford shop in the country. So I guess in this case maybe you get what you pay for. I hope so. Anyway, I didn't see it coming. I knew maybe an hour or two before it happened that the transmission started acting differently than what it had been. I had no hints prior to that because I've gone about 2,000 miles so far on this trip, just short of 2,000 miles. And the last 250 were with the new transmission, so 1,700 miles or so. It's been working good, but the transmission was burnt, the fluid was burnt, probably had not been serviced, and I didn't realize that when I bought the darn thing, so I got stuck with the huge repair bill. Anyway, I'm not too bent out of shape about it. Luckily, things happened. If it's going to happen, I guess we were lucky. We didn't have to get towed. We weren't stranded out in the middle of nowhere for a whole day or anything like that. We did get stranded in Rock Springs for a day and a half. They were really, really good about getting us through because we were traveling and stranded is what they called us. So we took priority on their list of things to fix, and they were able to get us a new transmission. They had to have it shipped to the shop because they didn't have one in stock, and it took them 8 hours to put it in. The day before they got it from the shipping company, they had my van in the shop on a lift, completely disassembled, and the old transmission was taken out of it. It was ready for the new one, so the next morning, which was Friday morning, they could have it ready to go. All they did was put the new one in, did all their tests and checks and test drive, and then we were back in the van, and 5 hours later we were my mom was home in Colorado. So that's where I'm sitting now. I'm just sitting in their driveway. I'm going to be staying with them for about 2 weeks here. Today's the 15th of October, and my sister and my parents are both going to be traveling to Arizona this winter, and I'm going to wait here for 2 weeks so I can travel with them when they go down, just in case somebody has any problems. And it's just always nice to be able to travel with a group if you have that possibility or that opportunity. So for 2 weeks I'll be hanging out here at Mom and Dad's place, and this is my hometown. I'm going to try to put up a few videos if I ever get out and about and find something that's worth videotaping. A couple places I'd like to visit while I'm here. It's been a while since I've really been around here and had a chance to go explore. So we'll do that. Hopefully get you some videos on that. And good news is everybody is fine. Nobody is hurt or anything like that. And the van is now, excuse me, itchy nose. Now it's fixed and running well. It really did good on the trip, 5-hour trip after we had the transmission repair done, a replacement, and keep my fingers crossed that it continues to be that way. So I should have a good van that'll be pretty darn dependable now. Better have for what I had to pay for it, but I'm not going to tell you. If you're curious, you can call your local Ford shop and find out what that costs. It's got a big price tag on it, but luckily I was financially prepared for the worst case, and unfortunately that's not what I wanted to spend the money on, but that's what I ended up doing. So it pays to be prepared. If I was dead broke and stuck out in the middle of nowhere with no transmission, that would be a pretty horrible feeling. It was a horrible enough feeling to be stranded for a day and a half anyway, but at least I was able to come through on the financial side. So anyway, I hope you guys are all doing good out there. Just wanted to get you up to date and tell you about my unfortunate misfortune, and let you know that I'm ready to go, though. So the trip continues, and I guess with that, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.